What you're about to see in this video will surely change your perspective on the paranormal and bring you a little closer to believing that these strange things could be happening somewhere in the world right now. Today you will see a set of incredible recordings whose explanation is closer to the irrational than to the rational. Every so often, the internet brings to light extremely intriguing and mysterious paranormal cases that capture the attention of the majority on social networks and that quickly go viral, especially when its owner is the one who makes the video public and later disappears after being active for so many years. This was what happened with the Melky 561 channel. It was popular for some time on Abra.com, an Iranian website that was frequently used after access to external sites such as YouTube was restricted in 2010. I was researching this channel for a couple of hours, and despite the fact that there is almost no information on the internet about it, various online forums claim that the owner of this account was a young man who periodically published recordings of his life, until suddenly, his channel was closed after his last recording was uploaded for a very short amount of time, so very few people managed to see it. Yet lucky for us, it was another user who managed to download that last recording due to how strange and different it was compared to its usual content. Footage that accounts for the last thing that Melky was able to capture with his camera before literally disappearing off the face of the earth. Watch. As I told you, this is the last recording that Melky published before his account was permanently closed, and that for many shows the last moments of the young man's life, who, as you can see, is shown desperately running around the outside of his home, almost as if escaping from something, until he encounters a being that, according to what is said, would be involved in his mysterious disappearance. Some say that it was a thief who entered his property to steal things, that when he noticed that he was being filmed, he made a decision to go after the camera, and therefore go after Melky. On the other hand, and as incredible as it may sound, there are those who say that his channel was closed by order of the government, because what Melky experienced was an encounter of the fourth kind. You know, an alien, which would explain his disappearance. However, these are all just theories. Still, to the day that I wrote this story, his page remained closed. Number 2. If we are talking about unexplained paranormal phenomena, then without a doubt, those that occur on roads or highways are among the strangest that can be found on the internet. In fact, on this channel we have talked extensively about it, showing recordings like this, of that red vehicle that suddenly disappears. Do you remember? Or this one captured by a caravan of motorcyclists, who in the middle of the night encountered what for many is still an extraterrestrial being. Without a doubt, these clips represent a mystery, but not more odd and terrifying than the footage that you will see below. A video that I am sure wouldn't let you sleep or want to get into your vehicle for several days if this would have happened to you. The driver says that luckily at the time he did not notice anything, only learning about this disturbing event when he just so happened to see the replay of the footage. He emphasizes the phrase, luckily, confessing that if he had seen that, the terror he would have felt at the moment would have been so great that his lack of control could have caused a serious traffic accident. I ask you to put yourself in this man's shoes for a minute. It's a normal trip. You're thinking about different things, and suddenly something terrifying and impossible manifests itself to mark your life forever. Because of course, what are the logical reasons for something like that to happen? Number 1. We end this investigation with a disturbing experience recorded by a man who one night and in complete solitude had the courage to go and explore a dark forest. According to locals, for some time now, strange lights and heartbreaking cries can be heard coming from there, keeping an entire community on alert. Stories of witches, ghosts, and even mythological creatures that stalked everyone who passed through the forest. However, from all that, this skeptical man found this to be the ideal opportunity to deny those stories and thus calm the community's fear. He never imagined that his solid convictions of disbelief regarding the paranormal would be extremely weakened. Once returning, he showed the others what his camera had captured. What did he record? Pay